What if I told you the most successful people in the world don't actually feel motivated most of the time? That's right. The myth that high achievers wake up excited to tackle their to-do lists is just that, a myth. They face the same resistance you do. The difference? They've mastered the art of doing hard things anyway. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to force yourself to do difficult tasks, even when your motivation tank is running on empty. Not just for a day or a week, but consistently. The kind of consistency that transforms your life. Let's get real for a second. Your brain is essentially a lazy, pleasure-seeking survival machine. It was designed to conserve energy and avoid pain, not to help you build that business, write that paper, or stick to that workout plan. So when you're staring at a difficult task, that resistance you feel? It's completely normal. It's your brain doing exactly what it was designed to do. But here's where most people get it wrong. They wait for motivation to strike like lightning. I'll start when I feel ready, they say. But that moment rarely comes. And if it does, it doesn't last. The secret is understanding that action comes before motivation, not the other way around. Let me introduce you to the physics of productivity. Just like a heavy object requires more force to start moving than to keep moving, your brain needs more energy to start a task than to continue it. This is why the first 2 minutes of any difficult task feel like pushing a boulder uphill. But once you start, momentum takes over. So here's your first weapon, the 2-minute jumpstart. When resistance hits, commit to just 2 minutes of the task. That's it. 2 minutes. Your brain can handle anything for 2 minutes. Want to write that report? Just write for 2 minutes. Need to clean your disaster of a room? Just clean for 2 minutes. Dreading that workout? Just do the warm-up. Here's the psychology behind this. Once you start, 3 things happen. First, the task is never as bad as your brain imagined. Second, you build momentum. And third, this is crucial. Your brain's need for completion kicks in. We naturally want to finish what we've started. I used this exact technique to write my thesis when I was paralyzed by perfectionism. I told myself, just write one horrible paragraph. That's it. No pressure for it to be good. That one paragraph turned into 3 pages that day. But what if you still can't get started? That's where the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 launch comes in. The moment you think about that difficult task, count backward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then immediately, and I mean immediately, take physical action. Stand up, open that book, put on those running shoes, whatever the first physical step is. This works because it interrupts your brain's overthinking pattern. Your brain can't simultaneously count backward and generate excuses. It's like a mental pattern interrupt that creates a small window of opportunity before your excuses can hijack your intentions. Now let's talk about environment design. Your willpower is limited, so stop relying on it. Instead, manipulate your environment to make hard things easier and distractions harder. Want to read more? Put books on your coffee table and hide your TV remote. Need to wake up earlier? Put your alarm across the room next to your already laid out workout clothes. Want to eat healthier? Pre-cut vegetables at eye level in your fridge and hide the junk food in hard-to-reach places. Your environment is stronger than your willpower, period. But there's another level to this. The identity shift. Most people say, I want to work out more. But that's still seeing exercise as something outside of who you are. The mindset shift is saying, I am someone who exercises. It's subtle, but powerful. Because when you're faced with a choice, to work out or not, to study or not, it's no longer about what you want to do. It's about who you are. And it's much harder to betray your identity than it is to skip a one-off task. I'll give you a personal example. For years, I tried to become a morning person and failed miserably. Then I changed my approach. Instead of saying, I want to wake up earlier, I started saying, I'm not a person who hits snooze. That simple identity shift made all the difference because hitting snooze would mean betraying who I am, not just failing at a habit. Next strategy, task bundling. Pair something you resist with something you enjoy. For me, I only listen to my favorite podcasts when I'm exercising. Want to make difficult calls? Do it while walking in your favorite park. Need to study boring material? Do it at your favorite cafe. This works because your brain starts associating the dreaded task with pleasure instead of pain. It's like neurological sleight of hand. Let's talk about the power of pre-commitment. Humans are remarkably good at finding loopholes in their own plans. So remove the possibility of backing out. Pay for that class in advance. Tell someone you'll meet them at the gym. Share your deadline publicly. Make the pain of not doing the task greater than the pain of doing it. And here's an advanced technique, the 10-minute rule. When you feel like quitting, tell yourself you can quit after 10 more minutes. Anyone can do anything for 10 more minutes. What usually happens? By the time the 10 minutes are up, you've pushed through the resistance and found your rhythm. I use this to complete my first marathon. Not by focusing on 26.2 miles, but by telling myself to just run to the next telephone pole. Then the next, then the next. Before I knew it, I was crossing the finish line. Remember, motivation is not the spark that ignites action. It's the flame that results from action. The most successful people don't have more motivation than you. They've just learned to act without it. So the next time you're staring at that task you've been avoiding, remember this. You don't need to feel like doing it. You just need to begin. 2 minutes. That's all it takes to start breaking the cycle of procrastination. Don't wait to feel motivated. Start small, right now, and watch as action creates the motivation you've been waiting for. If you found this helpful, demolish that like button and subscribe for more practical psychology you can actually use. Share this with someone who needs to hear it today. And remember, the ability to do hard things isn't about talent or motivation. It's about strategy and consistency. Now go do that thing you've been putting off. I'll be right here when you get back.